You know, it's fashion's job to challenge us, to show us how high those heels can really go or how much that collar can pop. Fashion is supposed to start at the cutting edge and go wild from there. But in some respects, the fashion industry can seem downright stodgy, like the long-standing traditional ideal of what a supermodel looks like. Now that, too, may be changing. Here's ABC's Stephanie Tsai.
From the top designer shows in New York to ads for the all-American brand Gap, a new group of supermodels is taking center stage. Move over, Heidi, Giselle, Naomi. Make way for Du Dren, Xu Pei, and rising star Liu Wen, who was booked more than any model of color during New York's recent Fashion Week. Liu Wen's also the first Chinese model to ever walk the Victoria's Secret runway, a huge coup since it's usually dominated by blonde bombshells.
Why do you think you were one of the only Asian models to ever model for Victoria's Secret?
If you every day eat salad, sometimes you just want to eat a little bit meat. You know what that means? Yeah, because you eat too much something stuff, you just want to try different feeling.
Okay. Are you the meat in this?
No, I'm not me.
You're the salad. She was among a group of models featured in Vogue, heralding the rise of the Asian model. The photo was stunning, but the headline drew immediate fire.
They said a new crop of Asian models from China, South Korea, and Japan is redefining traditional concepts of beauty. That's a little bit like Vogue saying it's 2011 and we finally think that Asian women are beautiful.
Blogger Jen Wong is cynical about the trend. She says it's driven not by a new appreciation for Asian beauty, but by a pure profit motive, the booming buying power of the Chinese consumer.
China's going to overtake the U.S. in becoming the #1 luxury market any day now. I think the fashion industry is starting to take note and starting to put people who represent that market into their pages.
In cosmetics alone, the Asian market is soon poised to be the world's largest, growing to $85 billion a year.
This was actually the test shoot. Remember that one? Yes, the first one. Everyone was a little bit nervous, but it turned out so beautiful. And that was in the New York Times.
Introducing a major innovation from Estee Lauder Research.
Estee Lauder recently jumped on the bandwagon, signing Liu Wen as its first Asian brand ambassador, joining the ranks of Liz Hurley and Gwyneth Paltrow. The company is hoping to tap into a new market of 1.3 billion people.
I think Estee Lauder should be celebrated for signing someone like Liu Wen to be their first Asian spokesmodel last year. You know, that is a big deal. A modeling contract is a holy grail for every model. And to have an Asian face represent that, a whole 100% Chinese born and bred Asian face represent that, that's amazing.
An American brand, an Asian face.
你好.
你好吗?我很好.
Liu Wen, now 23 years old, has come a long way from her small village in China's Hunan province. After winning a modeling contest, she was discovered by French stylist Joseph Karl.
When I met her, I thought she's a Chinese evangelista. She can give so much with such elegance, and she can create an intimacy with the readers too.
Beautiful, yeah.
But the barriers still loom large. Critics say all Asian casting, like Givenchy's last fall haute couture show, are racist. It was the same criticism leveled at Vogue Italia for its so-called all-black issue. As for the Vogue editorial,
unfortunately, it plays into, you know, the stereotype that Asians all look alike, because the models did kind of all look alike.
Adding insult to injury, British Vogue's recent article about the rise of Asian models mislabeled Liu Wen as an entirely different Chinese model.
I think there's something to be said about grouping a bunch of Asian models together. And I think in a way that feels almost like a fad and a trend versus something that just feels like a melting pot of beauty.
Nice.
Liu Wen thinks the widening lens of beauty is more than an it bag, and she's just enjoying the ride.
I mean, this is very great, and I feel the world is smaller, and the fashion was open bigger for any girl. Before we have black girl and white girl, and now have kind of yellow-skinned girl. So it's West and the mixed Eastern.
She says it's only a matter of time before she reaches her next goal, an American Vogue cover. For Nightline, I'm Stephanie Tsai in New York.